Welcome to Tales for Learners. If you are here, it means you want to improve your English. Maybe you are tired of searching, watching hundreds of short tips, and still feeling stuck. Maybe you feel nervous when speaking. Maybe you understand some English, but cannot remember the words when you need them. I understand you. Because I was exactly like you. I struggled with English for years. I read grammar books. I memorized vocabulary lists. I even tried to copy native speakers. But when it came to speaking, my mind would freeze. My mouth would feel heavy. I would forget everything. Then something changed. I discovered a system. A set of habits that transformed my learning speed. Within just 3 months, I went from shy and broken English to confident conversations. And today, I am going to share those unseen secrets with you. Not boring rules, not endless exercises, but real habits that train your brain, unlock your memory, and make English natural. This is not just about learning English. This is about changing your life. When you learn a new language, your confidence grows. Your opportunities expand. Your mind becomes sharper. You begin to think differently. You begin to see the world differently. So stay with me until the end, because in this video, I will not only tell you what I did, but I will guide you step by step so that you can do the same. And as you listen, repeat the phrases, close your eyes when I ask you, and imagine yourself living this journey. Let's begin. Step 1. Build an English environment. When I started, I realized one simple truth. My brain was living in my native language all the time. English was only something I touched for 1 hour in school. That was not enough. If I wanted to learn fast, I needed to create an environment where English surrounded me like air. So here is what I did. I changed the language of my phone to English. Every time I opened an app, every time I read a notification, I saw English. At first it was confusing. Sometimes I did not understand the options, but slowly my eyes got used to it. My brain started recognizing the words without effort. I also filled my room with English. I placed sticky notes on the wall with simple phrases. Wake up, drink water, stay strong, read today. I even labeled objects, chair, table, mirror, bottle. Each time I looked, I read the word. It was like training without effort. And then I replaced entertainment. I stopped watching shows in my language and started watching English shows with subtitles. At first, I only caught 20%. But day by day, the percentage grew. My ears became sharper. My mouth started repeating naturally. Why does this work? Because the brain is a sponge. It soaks up what it sees again and again. If your environment is full of your native language, your brain will keep soaking that. But if you change your environment to English, your brain has no choice. It begins to live in English. Remember this phrase, environment decides. Say it with me now. Environment decides. Step 2. Start with 2 minutes. Most learners fail because they try to do too much in one day. They open a grammar book for 1 hour, they get tired, and they quit. I made the same mistake many times until I discovered the 2-minute rule. Every day I promised myself, I will practice English for just 2 minutes. Only 2. That is all. Do you know what happened? I never stopped at 2 minutes. Once I opened the book, once I played the audio, once I started writing one sentence, My brain wanted more. 2 minutes became 20. 20 became an hour. It's like pushing a car. The hardest part is the first push. After that, the car starts rolling. The 2-minute rule removes the weight. It makes starting easy. And once you start, momentum carries you forward. So I want you to try this today. Don't aim for 1 hour. Just tell yourself 2 minutes. Read 1 page, write 1 sentence, listen to 1 audio. Do it now. And watch how your brain continues naturally. Phrase for today: just start small. Say it with me. Just start small. Step 3. Repeat like music. I used to think learning English was about memorizing once. Learn a word today, remember it tomorrow. But my brain didn't work that way. I would forget. Again and again, until I discovered the secret of repetition. Think about music. When you hear a song one time, you don't remember it. But when you hear it 5 times, 10 times, suddenly you can sing it without effort. That is how the brain works. It remembers patterns through rhythm and repetition. So I treated English like music. I listened to the same podcast again and again. I read the same story 3 times. I repeated the same sentences every morning. At first it felt boring, but soon, magic happened. The words stuck. The sentences flowed. My tongue moved faster. One of my favorite exercises was shadowing. I would play a short audio, and I would repeat along with the speaker like an echo. My mouth copied the rhythm, the pronunciation, the speed. Slowly, my brain started thinking in that rhythm. So if you want English to stay, treat it like music. Don't just read once. Repeat. Listen again. Speak again. Read again. The more you repeat, the more your brain sings in English. Phrase for today: repetition is rhythm. Say it with me now. Repetition is rhythm. Step 4. Write your own sentences. In the beginning, I copied other people's words. That helped. But I realized something. If I only repeat others, I will never own the language. To make English mine, I needed to create with it. So I started a small notebook. Every day I wrote 3 simple sentences about my life in English. For example, today I woke up early. I ate bread for breakfast. I feel tired but strong. Very simple. But they were my sentences. They came from my mind. Slowly I added more. I described my dreams. I wrote about my goals. I wrote letters to my future self. And with each sentence, my confidence grew. Because I was not just repeating English, I was living it. Why does this matter? Because the brain remembers what it creates. When you write your own sentences, you connect English to your life. And when you connect, you don't forget. Phrase for today: create to remember. Say it with me. Create to remember. Step 5. Speak before you are ready. For a long time I waited. I told myself, I will speak English when I am perfect. But that day never came. The more I waited, the more I froze. Then I discovered the truth. Fluency comes after speaking, not before. You must speak first, even if it is broken, even if it is wrong. Only then does fluency arrive. So I began small. I spoke to myself in the mirror. I described my day while walking. I repeated dialogues from movies. And slowly I spoke with friends. At first they laughed. Sometimes I felt embarrassed, but I continued. And each time I spoke, I became a little stronger. Remember this: silence never teaches, mistakes do. If you want fluency, open your mouth. Don't wait, don't hide, just speak. Phrase for today: speak to grow. Say it with me. Speak to grow. Step 6. Learn phrases, not words. At first, I memorized single words: apple, book, work. But when I tried to speak, I froze. Because speaking is not about single words, it is about phrases. Think about how children learn. They don't learn water alone. They say, I want water. They don't say play alone. They say, let's play outside. They learn in chunks, and so should you. So I stopped learning single words. Instead, I collected phrases. How are you doing? Can you help me? It doesn't matter. That sounds great. Each phrase was a ready-made tool. When the moment came, I didn't have to think word by word. I just used the whole phrase, like pressing a button. Phrase for today: learn chunks, not crumbs. Say it with me: learn chunks, not crumbs. Step 7. Think in pictures. When I started, I translated everything. My brain saw a chair, then translated into my language, then into English. Slow, painful. Then I tried a new trick. I cut translation. I connected English directly to pictures. Chair meant the image of a chair. Dog meant the image of a dog. Happy meant the feeling in my chest. This was powerful. Suddenly, English became faster. No middleman. Just picture to English. You can try it too. Take a new word and don't write translation. Draw a picture or connect it to a memory. For example, the word rain. Imagine the day you walked under heavy rain. Feel it, see it, connect it. Phrase for today: picture is faster than translation. Say it with me: picture is faster than translation. Step 8. Create a daily English ritual. Every day looks different. Sometimes we feel motivated, sometimes tired. That is why rituals are important. A ritual is not about motivation. It is about habit. For me, my ritual was simple. Every morning I made tea. While drinking, I listened to 5 minutes of English audio, no matter what. Rain, shine, busy, free. I did it. That ritual became automatic. I didn't think, I just did. Later, I added writing 1 sentence before bed. Again, automatic. No questions, no excuses. Your ritual can be small. Reading 1 page after lunch, speaking 1 phrase in the mirror before leaving home, writing 1 new word before sleep. The power is in repetition. Phrase for today: ritual builds reality. Say it with me: ritual builds reality. Step 9. Use your body. Language is not just in the brain, it is also in the body. When we move, when we act, when we feel, we remember better. So I started using gestures. When I said open, I opened my hand. When I said run, I moved my legs. When I said strong, I flexed my arms. My body carried the meaning, and my brain remembered longer. I also practiced walking and speaking. Not sitting still, but walking around the room. My energy grew. My words flowed. The brain loves movement. And I smiled when speaking. It may sound silly, but smiling relaxes the muscles and improves pronunciation. It also makes your brain connect English with positive feelings. Phrase for today: move to remember. Say it with me: move to remember. Step 10. Connect English to your goals. For a long time, English felt like schoolwork. Just rules, just exams. Boring. But then I linked English to my personal dreams. I wanted to travel, so I learned travel English. How much is this ticket? Where is the station? I need help. I wanted to make friends online, so I learned casual English. What's up? That's cool. Let's hang out. I wanted better job opportunities, so I learned business English. I can handle this project. Let's schedule a meeting. I will follow up. When English connected to my goals, it became exciting. Every phrase was useful. Every lesson was a step closer to my dream. And motivation stopped being a problem. Because every time I studied, I felt like I was moving towards my future. Phrase for today: link it to life. Say it with me. Link it to life. Step 11. Listen before speaking. I wanted to speak fast, but then I realized something. Speaking comes after listening. A baby listens for 1 year before saying a single word. So I started listening more. I filled my ears with English. I didn't worry about understanding everything. I just listened. Songs, podcasts, conversations, even background noise. After weeks, something amazing happened. Words that once felt strange started sounding natural. Phrases that I could not create myself started coming out of my mouth. It was like filling a glass. Every drop of listening filled me, until one day it overflowed into speaking. Phrase for today: fill before you flow. Say it with me. Fill before you flow. Step 12. Shadow the masters. Shadowing changed my fluency. I picked short audios from movies and speeches. I played one sentence, paused, and repeated immediately. Not slowly, not my own version. Exactly like the speaker. Same rhythm, same music, same stress. At first I felt clumsy. My tongue twisted. But slowly my mouth learned. It was like singing along to a favorite song. My pronunciation improved. My speed increased. And most importantly, my confidence grew. Do this with your favorite actors or speakers. Don't worry if you are not perfect. Just shadow them again and again. Phrase for today: echo to improve. Say it with me. Echo to improve. Check 2. Step 13. Speak to yourself first. When I wanted to practice speaking, I felt nervous. I was afraid people would laugh. So I began with the easiest partner, myself. I stood in front of the mirror. I looked at my face, my lips, my expressions, and I spoke. Hello, how are you? I am learning English. I will improve every day. At first it felt funny, but slowly it became natural. I built confidence in private so I could speak in public later. The mirror was my first audience, my best coach, my safe stage. Phrase for today: practice with yourself before the world. Say it with me. Practice with yourself before the world. Step 14. Accept mistakes. Don't fight them. When I began, I hated mistakes. I wanted perfect grammar, perfect pronunciation, perfect words. But this thinking slowed me. Every time I spoke, I corrected myself. I froze. Then I remembered something. A baby makes thousands of mistakes while learning. But does anyone stop the baby? No. We encourage them. We smile. We clap. So I gave myself permission. Mistakes became my teachers, not my enemies. I made a small notebook called My Mistakes, My Lessons. Whenever someone corrected me, I wrote it down. For example, he go to school. He goes to school. Each mistake became a step forward. Phrase for today. Mistakes are proof of learning. Say it with me. Mistakes are proof of learning. Step 15. Use the 24-hour rule. I discovered something powerful. When you learn a new word or phrase, you must use it within 24 hours, or you will forget. So I made it a game. If I learned delicious, I used it the same day. This food is delicious. If you try this, you'll say it's delicious. If I learned busy, I used it the same day. I am busy today. Are you busy right now? By using the 24-hour rule, new words entered my active memory. They became mine, not just in books, but in my mouth. Phrase for today. Use it today, keep it forever. Say it with me. Use it today, keep it forever. Step 16. Surround yourself with English. Imagine you live inside a swimming pool. Every time you move, you feel water. This is immersion. I tried to create an English pool around me. My phone language, English. My YouTube videos, English. My music playlist, English. Even my shopping list, English. Slowly, my environment changed my brain. English stopped being a subject. It became part of my daily life, like oxygen. Even when I was not studying, I was living inside English. And that constant contact changed me faster than any textbook. Phrase for today. Live in English, not outside it. Say it with me. Live in English, not outside it. Step 17. Small daily wins beat big plans. I used to plan, today I will study 5 hours. But after 1 week, I quit. Why? Because big plans are heavy. So I switched strategy. I focused on small wins. Just 15 minutes of English daily. Just one new phrase. Just one short video. Small wins felt easy, but they built momentum. Day by day, they became a chain, and chains are strong. After 1 month of small wins, my English level was higher than 3 months of big failed plans. Phrase for today. Small wins create big victories. Say it with me. Small wins create big victories. Step 18. Celebrate progress. Learning English is a journey. If you only look at the mountaintop, you feel tired. But if you look back and see how far you climbed, you feel strong. So I celebrated small progress. The first time I ordered food in English, I smiled. The first time I understood a song line, I clapped for myself. The first time I had a 2-minute conversation, I wrote it in my journal. Celebration gave me energy, motivation, pride. It told my brain, this is working. Keep going. Don't wait for fluency to celebrate. Celebrate every step. Phrase for today. Progress deserves a party. Say it with me. Progress deserves a party. Step 19. Teach to learn. One day, I discovered a secret. When you explain something to another person, you understand it better yourself. So I began teaching small things. I taught my younger cousin simple English words. I explained to a friend how to use is and are. At first, I thought I was helping them. But the truth is, I was helping myself. Teaching forced me to remember clearly. It showed me the gaps in my knowledge. It gave me double practice, once while learning and once while teaching. So don't wait to become perfect. Teach small things today, even to yourself, even to your notebook. Phrase for today. Teaching is learning twice. Say it with me. Teaching is learning twice. Step 20. Write every single day. Speaking trains your mouth. Writing trains your brain. Both are necessary. I decided to write something in English every day. Sometimes it was one page in my diary. Sometimes it was just a list of 10 words. Sometimes it was a short story. In the beginning, my writing was full of mistakes, wrong grammar, broken sentences. But I kept writing. After 1 month, I could see improvement. After 2 months, I was surprised. My sentences became longer, smoother, more natural. Writing gave me the chance to slow down and think. It allowed me to see English in my mind, not just hear it. Phrase for today: write to grow. Say it with me: write to grow. Step 21. Learn with your body, not just your head. Language is not only about memory, it is about connection. So I began using gestures while learning. If I said run, I moved my hands like running. If I said big, I stretched my arms wide. This physical movement made the words stick in my memory. My body remembered what my mind might forget. Just like actors use their hands while speaking, I used my hands while practicing. When I added movement, English became alive. It was not just sound, it was action. Phrase for today: move with your words. Say it with me: move with your words. Step 22. Listen more than you speak. I wanted to speak fast, but I realized something important. A baby listens for 1 year before saying the first word. Listening builds the foundation. Speaking is the result. So I spent more time listening. I listened to English songs, news, podcasts, and YouTube videos. I repeated after them. I copied their tone. Slowly, my ear became sharper. I could catch small differences. I could hear rhythm and music inside English. When I spoke later, my sentences sounded more natural. Why? Because my mouth was copying what my ears had absorbed. Phrase for today: listening builds speaking. Say it with me: listening builds speaking. Step 23. Use questions, not answers. Most people focus on giving answers, but I learned to focus on asking questions. When you ask, you control the conversation. You practice curiosity, and you learn more words. Instead of saying only, "Yes, I understand," I asked, "Why do you think so?" Or, "What happened after that?" Questions made conversations longer. They gave me more time to listen, more chances to speak. They showed people I was interested, and they made my English practice double. Phrase for today: better questions, better English. Say it with me: better questions, better English. Step 24. Create an English identity. This was one of the most powerful secrets. I created a new version of myself in English, a confident, curious, and fearless version. Whenever I spoke English, I imagined I was that person. This identity gave me courage. It allowed me to step outside my shyness. If I made mistakes, it was not me. It was my English self. That made it easier to try again. Slowly, this identity mixed with my real self. I became more confident in every area of life, not just English. Phrase for today: step into your English self. Say it with me: step into your English self. Step 25. Read out loud. Reading silently trains your eyes. Reading out loud trains your mouth, tongue, and memory. Every day I chose one short article or even one page from a book and read it aloud. At first I stumbled. I paused. Some words felt heavy, but day after day, my mouth became smoother. My pronunciation improved without extra effort. My fluency started to flow like water. Reading out loud was like exercising my English muscles. Each sentence was a push-up. Each paragraph was a gym session. Phrase for today: speak what you read. Say it with me. Speak what you read. Step 26. Record your own voice. One of the hardest things is listening to your own voice. But it is also one of the most powerful learning tools. I recorded myself speaking English every week. Sometimes it was a small story, sometimes just a few sentences. When I listened back, I could hear my mistakes. I could hear where I was slow, where I was clear, and where I was wrong. That feedback was priceless. After 1 month of recordings, I compared them. I was shocked. My progress was real. My voice was stronger, clearer, and more confident. Phrase for today: your voice is your teacher. Say it with me. Your voice is your teacher. Step 27. Find patterns, not rules. Grammar books are full of rules, but rules are heavy. They are hard to carry in your head. So I focused on patterns. For example, instead of memorizing subject plus verb plus object, I noticed real sentences. I like apples. She likes tea. They like football. The pattern was clear. With he, she, it, add s. Patterns are easier to see and remember. They make language feel natural, like music. Phrase for today: patterns make English simple. Say it with me. Patterns make English simple. Step 28. Watch with subtitles, then without. Movies and shows were my favorite tool, but I learned a smart way to use them. First, I watched with English subtitles. My eyes and ears worked together. Then, I watched again without subtitles. This time, I focused only on listening. Each round made me stronger. First, I understood with help. Then, I understood on my own. Subtitles were my training wheels. Removing them was my real test. Phrase for today: subtitles first, freedom later. Say it with me. Subtitles first, freedom later. Step 29. Turn waiting time into learning time. I realized I wasted hours every week waiting for buses, waiting in lines, waiting between classes. So I turned those small empty moments into English time. I carried a pocket notebook. I reviewed new words. I repeated phrases in my head. I listened to a 2-minute podcast while waiting. Instead of feeling bored, I felt productive. Those small pockets of time built up like coins, and suddenly I had a treasure of extra practice. Phrase for today: no time is wasted time. Say it with me. No time is wasted time. Step 30. Think in English. This was the turning point, the final leap. Instead of translating from my language, I tried to think directly in English. At first it was hard. My brain wanted to translate everything. But I started small. When I saw water, I thought, water. When I felt hungry, I thought, I am hungry. Soon my brain switched faster. I was not translating anymore. I was living in English. This was freedom. This was fluency. Phrase for today: fluency begins in your mind. Say it with me. Fluency begins in your mind. Step 31. Copy native rhythm. Fluency is not only about words, it is about rhythm, tone, and flow. I listened carefully to native speakers. I noticed how their voice went up in questions, down in answers, fast in excitement, slow in seriousness. Then I copied them. I stood in front of the mirror and repeated after them. My goal was not only correct words, but natural music. One day, someone told me, "You sound natural." That was the result of copying rhythm, not just vocabulary. Phrase for today: copy the music of English. Say it with me. Copy the music of English. Step 32. Use shadowing technique. Shadowing means speaking along with an audio. I played a podcast or video and tried to repeat the words at the same time. Like a shadow follows a person, my voice followed the speaker. At first, it was difficult. I could not keep up. But slowly, my speed improved. My mouth learned to move quickly without fear. My fluency increased. Shadowing was tough, but it was powerful. It trained my ear, my tongue, and my confidence all at once. Phrase for today: follow the voice. Find your voice. Say it with me. Follow the voice. Find your voice. Step 33. Translate your world. Wherever I went, I tried to translate my surroundings into English. On the bus: this is a seat. At the shop: this is expensive. In the park: children are playing. This practice made my brain active all the time. My environment became my teacher. Everything around me turned into vocabulary. Soon, I was not only learning English, I was living inside it. Phrase for today: the world is your classroom. Say it with me. The world is your classroom. Step 34. Build a daily ritual. Consistency beats intensity. I created a small ritual every morning. 5 minutes of reading, 5 minutes of writing, 5 minutes of speaking. This ritual became as natural as brushing my teeth. Even on busy days, I followed it. It kept me connected to English, no matter what. Rituals are powerful because they create habits, and habits create results. Phrase for today: rituals create results. Say it with me. Rituals create results. Step 35. Learn from your passions. I asked myself, what do I love? Music, football, movies. So I learned English through them. I read football news in English. I listened to songs and wrote down the lyrics. I watched movies without dubbing. When learning was connected to passion, it never felt like work. It felt like play. And when learning feels like play, you never quit. Phrase for today: follow your passion. Find your English. Say it with me. Follow your passion. Find your English. Step 36. Never stop after success. After 3 months, I could speak English confidently, but I realized this was only the beginning. Language is a lifelong journey. So I promised myself, I will keep going. I will learn new words every week. I will keep practicing. I will never stop growing. Because fluency is not a destination. It is a lifestyle. Phrase for today: fluency is forever. Say it with me. Fluency is forever. Conclusion and ending. My friend, you have heard my story, how I went from fear to fluency in just 3 months. But remember, this was not magic. It was a system. Small daily habits, simple steps, consistent action. You can do the same. You can train your brain. You can change your identity. You can think in English, speak in English, and live in English. So start today. Choose one habit from this video and practice it. Tomorrow, add another. Step by step, you will surprise yourself. Remember this: the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today. Now it is your turn. Practice daily. Stay consistent. And when you feel proud of your progress, come back and share it with us in the comments. This is Tales for Learners. Together, we are building not only English skills, but a new life. Subscribe, stay connected, and keep learning with us. Your journey begins now.